Yeah, we had to build the interior of the plane on the stage, both a cockpit, which is a set that we brought in from Los Angeles, and the coach class cabin, the fuselage of the plane. We basically took the guts out of the plane that we used on the runway, built a wooden structure around it to create the interior, and then the portion of that will also go on the gimbal so the passengers can bounce around.
That was the only approach, at least from my perspective. The first approach, shaking the camera and leaving a fuselage of the aircraft on the ground, nobody would believe any of that. Why would anybody choose to do something that is never going to be believed by anybody? So that's never an option.
So we basically set up the front cabin, the cockpit, and the passenger's cabin, but especially the cockpit. We had that in a pretty extreme gimbal, and we spent, about 2.5 weeks in there, myself and Yosa, my co-pilot, and that thing could move. It was like a fairground ride. It could throw you all over the place, and that was to simulate us going through the storm.
So I tried before, because to have the sensation, what the actors how they will feel. My God. You know, it's good for me, maybe 1 minute, but they were all the day inside.
You know, I've experienced turbulence, but acting that out on a plane, how easy is that going to be? And then we're told, guys, the plane's on a gimbal. You know, the plane's going to move, and you're like, really? It was like we were so spoiled, because I honestly think you could grab a guy off the street, put them on that plane that we were on that gimbal, and they would be terrified.
Our flight has gone down. This is an emergency.
Survive together or die alone.
We're getting off this island. Captain Torrance, flight commander. How can I help you? Fugitive extradition. Oh, is he dangerous? What did he do? Homicide 15 years ago. I don't want to scare the rest of the passengers. I'm afraid you're stuck with us, Captain. Get him on board. Let's have a good flight.
We're cutting right through the top of the storm.
Let's keep everybody in their seats. No exceptions, all right?
Getting everyone to have their seatbelts securely fastened.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Trailblazer 119, we are dark. Is anyone near guard, damn it?
We're gonna hit. We're gonna hit.
They went down somewhere in the Jolo Island cluster. It's run by separatists and militias. The Filipino army won't even go there anymore. The clock is ticking. Every minute matters. We can count those minutes in lives, lost or saved.
Guys, wait, get back. We don't know who it is. We don't know who it is. Get back.
Listen carefully. This is an emergency. I'm Captain Brody Torrance.
I like this guy.
Name, country! Maxwell Carvel, England.
Name, country. I gotta go after them. My passengers, my responsibility. I'm gonna need your help.
You're gonna need this.
Former military or something?
You could say that.
Then why'd they lock you up?
No one cares what really happened. But they say redemption can be found in the most unusual places. If you do this, you'll probably never see your family again.
What about their families? I have a daughter, and I have every intention of making it home. They're going to come at us with everything they've got.
We're getting off this island.